Today, I want to talk about 6 restaurants you might want to avoid next time you are hungry. Not because the food tastes bad, but because of what it can do to your body over time. Let me ask you a simple question. Have you ever finished a fast food meal, felt full, but then ended up bloated, sluggish, or even a little anxious after? Most people have. We grab food from these places all the time. They are quick, they are cheap, and they are everywhere. But behind the flavor and the deals, there are things you are not being told. But once you understand what is really in the food and how it affects your body, it becomes easier to make better choices. Let's go through them one by one. Stick around because the last one is the most surprising one of them all. So, let's start with the first one. Subway, one of the most misleading restaurants when it comes to health. They build their image around being fresh and light. You walk in, see the vegetables lined up in containers, and you feel like you are eating clean. But let's look closer. A typical 6-inch sandwich can contain up to 1,000 milligrams of sodium. That is almost half of what most people should have in an entire day. Get a foot long, and you might hit your full daily salt limit in one meal. Now, look at the meat. A lot of it is processed. That means it has been treated with preservatives and other chemicals to extend shelf life. These processed meats are not the same as cooking chicken at home. They often contain nitrates, which have been linked to an increased risk of colon cancer and heart disease. Even the vegetables are not always that great. Some of them are soaked in liquid preservatives to keep them from going bad. And the pickles and olives can add even more salt to your meal. Then there is the bread. Subway had to remove a chemical called azotocarbonamide a few years ago. That chemical is used in rubber and yoga mats, and even though it is no longer in the bread, it shows how little attention was being paid to the ingredients. So while it feels like a healthy choice, it is often just fast food in a different outfit. The next restaurant is Taco Bell, is the go-to for many people looking for a quick, cheap meal. But have you ever actually looked at what is in those tacos and burritos? Many of the menu items are loaded with sodium. One Crunch Wrap Supreme, for example, has over 1,200 milligrams of salt. And that is just one item. Add a drink and a side, and you are way over the healthy limit. Now, let's talk about the beef. Taco Bell once admitted that its seasoned beef is only about 88% actual beef. The rest is fillers, thickeners, and flavor enhancers. Some of these include maltodextrin, taurilla yeast, and silicon dioxide. That last one is used in sand and to stop powders from clumping. The cheese and sauces are another problem. They are highly processed and full of additives that make them shelf-stable, but not good for your body. And do not be fooled by the lettuce or tomato on top. Just because a taco has a tiny slice of vegetable does not mean it is healthy. Eating this food once in a while is one thing, but if it becomes part of your regular diet, the salt, chemicals, and saturated fats can take a toll on your kidneys, heart, and brain. Next on the list is Applebee's, is one of those places people go when they want to sit down and have a real meal. But that feeling of comfort and normalcy can be misleading. Some meals at Applebee's have over 2,000 calories. That is more than most adults should eat in an entire day. And they are not just big meals because of portion size. A lot of those calories come from sugar, salt, and fat. Take a look at their salads. Many people think ordering a salad is a healthy choice. But at Applebee's, the salads are often topped with fried chicken, sugary dressings, cheese, and croutons. One salad can end up with more calories than a plate of ribs. And let's talk about the sauces. Whether it is the honey barbecue, sweet chili, or creamy ranch, these sauces are packed with hidden sugar. Sugar that is not balanced by any real fiber or nutrients. The drinks are no better. A single soda refill can add another 200 calories or more, And even their so-called healthy drinks are often packed with fruit syrup and artificial flavors. If you eat here often, you might be eating more calories and sugar than you think, even when you believe you are making a smart choice. Olive Garden is the next restaurant, is all about comfort food. People love the big bowls of pasta, warm breadsticks, and creamy soups, but almost everything on that menu is overloaded with refined carbs, salt, and fat. Take the fettuccine Alfredo. One serving has over 1,200 calories and 50 grams of fat. That is more than most people need in a single meal. The sauce is made with heavy cream, cheese, and butter, which can clog your arteries and raise your cholesterol. Then there are the breadsticks. They are brushed with butter and garlic salt, and it is hard to eat just one. A couple of those, and you are already loading up on saturated fat and sodium before the meal even starts. Even the soups, like the zuppa toscana, are full of cream, sausage, and salt. One bowl can hit close to 1,000 milligrams of sodium. The salad? It is a better option, but the dressing alone can turn it into a high-fat, high-sugar starter. All of this leaves you feeling heavy and bloated. And if you eat meals like this often, it can lead to weight gain, high blood pressure, and insulin resistance over time. Now, let's talk about Chipotle. At first glance, Chipotle seems better than most fast food. You choose your own ingredients, there are vegetables and beans, and the meats look fresh. And yes, you can build a healthy bowl at Chipotle. But that is not what most people do. Let's walk through a typical order: white rice, black beans, steak, cheese, sour cream, corn, guacamole, and maybe some chips and a drink. That right there can hit over 1,300 calories and more than 2,300 milligrams of sodium. Even just the burrito tortilla adds 300 calories on its own. It is massive and made with refined flour, which spikes your blood sugar and leaves you feeling tired after. The problem is not just what is in the bowl, it is how much of it. Their portion sizes are large enough for 2 meals, but most people eat it all at once. And while Chipotle avoids some of the processed fillers you find in other fast food, the sodium levels are still high. That puts stress on your kidneys and heart. So yes, it is a better option than some other places, but only if you are careful with how you build your meal. The last restaurant is widely known everywhere. We all know McDonald's. It is probably the most famous fast food place in the world. And by now, most people understand that it is not healthy. But what you might not realize is just how many chemicals and artificial ingredients are used in their food. Let's take the fries. They are not just potatoes, oil, and salt. They are treated with preservatives and dipped in a sugar solution to keep the color and crisp. The oil they are fried in is often reused over and over, which creates harmful compounds that can damage your cells. Now look at the burgers. The meat is cooked, frozen, and sometimes reheated. The buns have added sugar and preservatives, and the sauces are full of hidden sugar and salt. Even the chicken nuggets, which seem small and harmless, are made with a mix of chicken paste, binders, and flavor enhancers. They are fried in oils that are bad for your heart and can cause inflammation in your body. Eating at McDonald's once in a while might not seem like a big deal, but if it becomes a habit, it can increase your risk of obesity, heart disease, and even depression. The food is designed to taste good, not to keep you healthy. I am not saying you can never eat at these places again, but I am saying this: if these restaurants are part of your regular routine, it is worth thinking about what that food is really doing to your body. Salt, sugar, bad fats, and chemicals might not hurt you right away, but they build up over time. They put stress on your heart, your kidneys, your brain, and your gut. You deserve better than that. The next time you feel hungry and want something fast, take a second to think. Is this food helping you feel better long-term or just full right now? If this video helped you, please hit that like button and share it with someone who could use it too. And of course, subscribe to stay updated with our latest content. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.